It's European legislation, which basically means that any driver that holds a licence to drive anything bigger than 3.5 tonnes has to take or undertake 35 hours worth of CPC driver training. If that's not taken before 2014, September 2014, the driver loses the validity on the licence.
Okay, now what does CPC stand for?
Certificate of Professional Competence, but in this case, rather than it being the O licence CPC, it is driver training as opposed to operator's licence. The idea behind CPC driver training is to raise the professionalism and the public image of drivers throughout Europe. This is European-wide legislation, it's not just applicable to the UK. We as Mercedes-Benz obviously want to provide quality training in keeping with the brand.
Right, okay.
The subject matter that we will cover could be from safe loading, eco driving, defensive driving techniques, law, legislation, tachograph requirements and all that sort of thing in between. Legislation came into force for LGV drivers in September 2009. PCV drivers are already into it a year. Their window, their 5-year window, opened September 2008.
Okay.
So basically, drivers have to undertake 35 hours worth of training. It's in 7-hour modules or courses, and they have to take 5 of those before 2014.
And so how are Mercedes-Benz approaching the distribution, if you like, or the availability of the training?
Yeah. We as Mercedes-Benz have established a network of training providers. It's a mixture of Mercedes-Benz dealers, further education colleges and professional training companies. We've got about 30 associates, as we call them, up and down the country. Sorry, we haven't got 30 associates, we've got about 18 associates with 30 locations up and down the country. And they're mobile as well. We can deliver on our own sites or at customer sites as well, or other facilities that are suitable in quality of the training. It's estimated that there's about 450,000 drivers in the UK that's going to need this training, and in fairness, with the economic climate as it has been, training is normally the first thing to go to the wall when you're trying to cut back and be a leaner, meaner company. So at the moment, some people are choosing to take the proactive route, but a lot of the owner drivers, for example, are basically deferring putting the training off. When they do that, they're going to lose the flexibility of being able to pick and choose when they go. Yeah, you need to start planning ahead.